everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm doing a brand new video, and it is the 5th day of theme park week. Since I normally only do 4 videos and then I take a day off, I decided to do a full set of all these videos because it is theme park week of July 2020. If you guys are watching from like July 8th through like July, I don't know, it's some other date. But so basically in this video I'm going to be talking all about the potential re-theme to the Lost Continent. I have 3 possible re-themed ideas, which are a Lord of the Rings, and then a Zelda link, and one that I don't think is likely, but I've heard a lot of rumors, is Stranger Things. I'm just going to be talking about them, giving my opinions, and so let's start off with the first one right now. Real quick before we begin, I'm going to ask you guys to remember to leave a massive like and subscribe for your news channel with notifications on so you never miss a brand new video. But so sorry if the audio is a little bad. I have my cat right here and he's not really leaving, but that's okay. But the first topic is the one I do not think is going to happen as most. The least likely is Stranger Things. I've heard rumors though that they can somehow turn it into a half upside down, and the Poseidon's Fury queue line could be either 2 things: a full-time haunted house, which would be every single Stranger Things haunted house combined to be like a 20-minute walkthrough experience, and there'd be like multiple lines, like you go to the first one, second one, third one, and possibly 4th and 5th, 6th, even if they continue seasons. And then I heard another rumor that it could be a huge dark ride where you go on to save Will, and you would go through the events of the first movie, and it would be like a trackless dark ride, and you would go through the upside down, you'd see a couple Demogorgon. It would definitely be a scarier attraction, but it would be a nice dark ride that the park desperately needs. So yeah, I could see that 100%. Well, not really 100. I could, but compared to the other ones on this list, I think that this is like the most likely. So I'd give it like, if they all have a percentage, I would say that this is around maybe 20% of the total. So yeah. But we're gonna go on to the next topic, which is one that I'm not a huge fan of. It is Lord of the Rings. And I'll be getting into ride details and more. But real quick before I end this, I want to say one more thing about Stranger Things. They could use the restaurant, make it like some sort of Star Court Mall. They could make the it'd be like a full year haunted house type thing. Especially if they don't end up using this at Epic Universe with the Universal Monsters. Kind of like Universal Hollywood and how they have that. They could make the Sinbad Voyage maybe another ride. I always wanted to see like a Demogorgon launch coaster, kind of like Mummy. That'd be kind of scary. I don't know. Universal Creative could get really creative with this. So honestly, if this were to come, I don't know if it's the right fit for Lost Continent, because I know that they are looking to retheme it. But before I get to the last thing, I promised the last thing on this. The Lost Continent has been very outdated, and it's survived the Harry Potter retheme and all of that. So I really think it's desperate for an IP. It is a Universal original, like creative. It just, Poseidon's Fury and the Voyage of Sinbad are not the best right now. So yeah, we're just going to go to the next topic, which will be Lord of the Rings. Yeah, now we're here with Lord of the Rings. I definitely give this more likely, and maybe at around a 35% chance, 40%, and the rest will go to the final topic. But yeah, Lord of the Rings has never been a favorite of mine. I've never watched a single Lord of the Rings movie. The only Lord of the Rings thing I've ever seen was the thing from Lego Batman, like in the end. That's the only Lord of the Rings things I've ever seen, and Gandalf, I guess. Is Gandalf? Yeah, that's Gandalf, I think, right? I don't even know the characters' names. I don't know. I just think the reason I think it'd be a good fit is I've heard a lot of rumors from Rick's Flicks and other sources that Universal has a plan to have a ride similar to Spider-Man that allows it to go upside down, and it's rumored for a Lord of the Rings, because on Universal they have some sort of application that's something to do with that. I don't know. Rick's Flicks said that in one of his past videos about like 2-3 months ago, and I've been just thinking about it ever since. And honestly, I don't know, because Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings are a lot alike, and to have them right next to each other, I don't know. I don't know if they would really fit in like the same area of the park. I could see this more of an Epic Universe possible expansion as like a single ride, or a complete new Fantastic Worlds gate. I mean, Epic Universe gate, kind of like like its own like little universe, I guess. I could see that, but I do think that this has more likely chance of Stranger Things, because I just didn't really get that at a theme park. But if they were gonna do it, Poseidon's Fury would definitely be this ride. And the restaurant could be some sort of restaurant from the films. I don't know. They wouldn't have to do a lot of changes, actually, to the land, because Lord of the Rings kind of gives that old Lost Continent style. But they could make, like, maybe a big castle, and they could have some show with Sinbad's where it was. or they could tear that down to make a second attraction in this land. I don't know. Probably not a roller coaster, because Islands of Adventure is going to have a lot with Hulk, Hagrid's Hippogriff, and soon to be the Velocicoaster. You know, that's going to be a lot. I might make my own video off the Velocicoaster, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's very interesting. Before I get to the next topic, I'm going to say one thing. I did release brand new merchandise where we have $2 pins that are only limited edition to July 2020. That's a Finding Mama Drew theme book, dude, so you might as well go check them out. They're $2, and we have face masks and everything for, like, really cheap. So yeah, just make sure to go check it out first. Link down in the description if you guys need anything. But, yeah, back to this. You know, if I had to give Stranger Things a rating out of 10, 2 out of 10, I'd give this maybe a 4 out of 10 chance of happening. So yeah, if they need to retheme it to something. Yeah, thank you guys for watching this segment, and now we're gonna go to my final idea for the new Lost Continent, which is my favorite and is probably the most likely. So yeah, let's go over to that topic. Final topic here is my personal favorite, The Legend of Zelda. I think that this would fit perfectly, and there's a possibility. So if Epic Universe's plans don't happen and ends up getting canceled, I think that's going to be where they're going to dig up to put Super Nintendo World. I do not think it will go in Kids Zone at Universal Studios, because they just need a kids area. I think it will fit perfectly there. But if they're not going to put it at Islands of Adventure, and it ends up actually going to Epic Universe, they could have something like Harry Potter. It could be like the Super Nintendo World Zelda, like The Legend of Zelda. Kind of like the Harry Potter Diagon Alley, Harry Potter, the World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade. So like I think it would fit perfectly if they had like Super Nintendo World Super Mario, which would be an Epic Universe, Super Nintendo World Donkey Kong, which would also be there, Super Nintendo World The Legend of Zelda, which would be here, and maybe the Super Nintendo World Pokemon over, that could be in Kids Zone over at Universal. I don't know at Studios. That'd be so cool if they could have it. I've heard rumors of this. I think it would be perfect. They would not have to change stuff. They could have this huge Legend of Zelda show that was rumored and leaked for Super Nintendo World, which it never ended up happening. They just decided to go the full Mario route. It was rumored that it was just going to have like Kirby and like all that, but they decided just to go based on Mario and a little bit on Donkey Kong, so yeah, and some on Yoshi. But if they could bring that show to Sinbad's area, dig out the walkthrough attraction, and make that a Legend of Zelda dark ride where you're trying to maybe find the sword, or like I remember, and there's this plot in Breath of the Wild where you have to find his like flying thing. They could have, maybe you have to try to find the fly thing to maybe get to the Zelda commemorates thing, because like I played some of the games but not really enough to know everything. I did play Breath of the Wild and I did play Link's Awakening, but that's about it. I'm not gonna admit I'm a die-hard fan, but I have played the newer ones. And if they were going to put this in Kids Zone, I think they could go more of the Link's Awakening route, because they still need like a kid-friendly thing. And the Legend of Zelda is a kids-friendly game. It's just more like a cartoony thing to fit like maybe like the 5 and 6-year-olds that don't really understand this anime-style animation. But I think this would fit perfect. They could have a meet and greet outside where you can meet Zelda, Link. They could even have some sort of thing like where they had like Zelda be Shriek and all that. Like I just think it'd be chic. I just think it'd be so cool if they could have this. It would definitely bring so many people, so many fans. I just don't know if Zelda is just as much known, because I know Pokemon is probably more known than Zelda. I don't, honestly, if I had to pick out of the 3, I do think that this is the most likely. But there could be another thing that I don't even know, because remember that this is all rumors. Universal has not even announced that they are going to retheme it. But I'm just saying, if they were, which 3 would I pick? And these are the 3 that I've come down to out of like 100 different options I've heard of. And, you know, Stranger Things could go anywhere. Like, these could, you know, there's possibilities of Super Nintendo World just going here. There's possibilities of maybe the Donkey Kong area coming here. I don't know, or, because I don't think they should add any more Harry Potter stuff in the parks. They have too much. I'm not a huge fan of Harry Potter. I know Harry Potter is, like, Universal's #1 money-making thing, but I'm not a huge fan, sorry. I'm just not. So if they're going to do something, I hope they do something different. But, you know, if they want to go the Harry Potter route, I would not mind a very unlikely opinion, a Fantastic Beasts area, even though that's supposed to come to Epic Universe. The only thing I would think that they would retheme Lost Continent is if Epic Universe gets canceled, because then they could spend some of that money to build up these other parks, or even just postpone, because it's already been postponed a year. And they haven't really gone vertical. They're doing all like the plumbing, electricity, clearing ground right now. They haven't even started the vertical work. Like, they're getting plants in the trees, digging the holes for the huge lakes. They're not doing any vertical construction yet. So they could still always postpone it and just let that sit and, like, monitor it to make sure it doesn't get too overgrown and stuff, and spend the money on this. And if they were going to do that, I think that this would be Super Nintendo World if they canceled it. If they canceled Epic Universe, Super Nintendo World would take over Lost Continent. But if they weren't to cancel it, I think we could be looking at, like, 4 or 5 years until they touch this. And maybe they could have a temporary thing, but I don't know. You guys comment down below what you guys think. We're going to get to our final little thing at the end. So yeah, we'll be there in one quick second. So I know that this video has been a lot longer than usual, so I'm just going to say some stuff to wrap it up real quick. At the end of the day, I don't really care what this becomes. I'm just really happy that they get, I hope that, because I've been on Poseidon, I've done the walkthrough. It's really cool, like, with the water. It's just really outdated, and they need something new fast. But, yeah, my final little verdict is I do think Zelda, Lord of the Rings, and Stranger Things are going to be the order, and I think, yeah, I think we could possibly be looking at a 2025, 2026 release date of any of these, though. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to leave a massive like and subscribe for brand new channel with notifications on so you never miss a brand new video. And yeah, remember to comment down below your things. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.